does the session take? Okay, so good. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Uzazi Hub staff training. Maybe what I can say for the guests.
Pardon?
So Uzade directly translated to Kiswahili is Uzazi. However, the Swahili speakers, Uzazi has so many meanings. Giving birth is Uzazi, parenthood is Uzazi, the unisex version of a parent is Uzazi or Muzazi, Muzade. That's the unisex version, either male or female, father or mother. When you're in labor, it's Uzazi. When you're giving birth, so it's a catch-all phrase. I know next you're going to ask me if I'm from Kenya. I'm not, I'm from Bududa. So we focus on parenthood. Starting point, that's where we are. Now we are a technology company. We have two different specific types of customers. I'm going to use the analogy of a bridge. How many have crossed Ginger Bridge? What's this new bridge called? The old one was Owen Falls Dam. What's this new one called? Chinese Bridge. So, that Ginger Bridge, we have the Kampala side, then we have the bridge, then we have the Ginger side, right? So on the Kampala side, imagine a desperate mother who's looking for things, products for her pregnancy or her baby. The current situation in Uganda is there's no one place where you can go to get everything you need. You're the same mother every 3 months from the moment you're like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Your needs are changing. Early stage, you want to confirm the pregnancy before you go to hospital. So you're looking for pregnancy test kit, you're looking for, once you discover you're pregnant, those vitamins that you need to take. In the second stage, your bump is getting bigger, you need comfortable underwear, you need comfortable clothing. In the final, look at it at 3 months. So 3 months, it's more pharmaceutical related. Between 3 to 6, it's more undergarments, because your outer clothes, depending on if you don't wear, skimpy things, it's mostly underwear. You need to be comfortable because the underwear is pressing on the tummy, even the bra is pressing on the tummy, so it's more undergarments related. In the last trimester, you're still going to office. I'm speaking to your future, should you choose to have kids. So in the last trimester, the bump is now out, but you still go to office. You still have to look good. Where do you go? Now you have to look for people who sell maternity clothes. Are you seeing how you have to look for a different type of business? Now if you're the first in your friends and family to get pregnant, where do you go? Who do you ask for help? How do you begin that journey of searching? When you're going to hospital, how do you prepare? What do you put in your hospital suitcase to go? Baby is born, where do you get those things? It's strictly baby shops that focus on newborn. So you can't go back to the pharmacy to get newborn things. You can't go to the underwear sellers. You can't go to the maternity clothes. Now you're looking for things for labor. The moment the baby pops out, your body needs to heal. Now you're looking for wellness products. Your milk is not coming out, you need to supplement. Where do you go? When you're still younger, you think, since mothers have been there since forever, this thing has been solved, but it hasn't. To this day, it hasn't been solved. Moms are still struggling, looking from zero. You have to dedicate about 3 days to go downtown. And even when you go downtown, you're overwhelmed. Remember, you're pregnant, you're hormonal, you have all these other challenges. At work, you don't know what you're going to say, you don't know how you're going to survive during maternity leave. How you're going to put food on that table, and then now you have to go downtown. They are pulling you this way, that way. You find one shop, you sit down. Before you know it, the day has ended and you've only gotten a few things, right? So that's the Kampala side. There are people who sell maternity and baby things, but they're all small, focusing on one area of that long chain. We are looking at the first 1,000 days from conception till baby about 2 years. So it's like shy of 3 years. For those first 3 years, you have small, many small, and they think customers don't exist. Because these mothers don't know how to begin to look for them. So even them, most of them are actual mothers who went through it, and then they figure out a certain piece of that puzzle. Then they become the go-to person for their network. Then it becomes a business, but then they are still in their childbearing days. So when they go on maternity leave, then the business dies. So now me, as a first-time mother, I discover my businesses. I'm like, hooray! I get pregnant again. I go to look for those businesses they have shut down. They don't exist. Because they were owned by mothers, and mothers have their challenges. So you trust a family member and your capital is gone. So you see how both sides, and yet they need each other, but they don't know how to find each other. That's how Uzazi was born. We are now the Ginger Bridge that connects Kampala to Ginger. Kampala is the mothers who are looking for things. Ginger is the sellers who are selling things. We are Uzazi. UzaziHub.com. We connect buyers of maternity and baby products to sellers of maternity and baby products. So you have one-stop shop for everything. You don't have to stress. You can sit wherever you are and go on the phone and go UzaziHub.com and you get what you want. We currently have 80 businesses. 80 businesses. People in this room that you're seeing are our core team members. She's our admin, she's our head of sales, she's our product manager. Our product is the website, and I'm the founder and CEO. So, Nariko, Jasmine, Joanne, Rogers. There are some team members who unfortunately have failed to make it, but we continue nonetheless. Maybe to backtrack also in mental health. Part of the genesis of Uzazi, during my maternal journey, the first one was really challenges. I spent the 4th month of my first pregnancy in hospital due to complications, which ended in an operation on my uterus while I was forming. So that alone, the mental load, and you're being told don't get stressed, it will affect the baby, which can also make you even more stressed. After giving birth, again I had challenges. During the labor process I had challenges. Afterwards, all that together ended up being postpartum depression and anxiety. So I had postpartum, I used to say I had severe postpartum, but then since then I've removed the severe because I've had severe cases. You think yours was bad? Let me tell you what happened to me, and you're like, my teeth came out. It's okay, it's fine, you can have that. Postpartum depression. I did not realize I didn't open the curtains even once. Getting out of the house was a 3-day process. Fear, me who loves people being, I would fear to get out of the house. I only got out for immunizations of the baby. And even then it was anxiety. I didn't want anyone to recognize me. I didn't want anyone to see me. You know? And as you can see, I'm like someone who likes being seen. So really, I was not, it wasn't me, right? It wasn't me. So through that journey of I even passed the stage of just thinking suicidal thoughts. I was now researching. I was on the research phase when someone came and literally saved my life. And a strong part, other than my awesome husband, my network, part of the reason why I'm here today talking to you is because instead of thinking about myself, I focused on other mothers who could be going through what I'm going through. And that's how I started building Uzazi. So I built it it was my distraction from postpartum depression. Instead of doing research on how to commit suicide, I started focusing on research on how to support.
He didn't tell us your name. She didn't tell us your name.
I did.
Really?
Nabifo. I did. I said Nabifo, Jasmine, Joan,
So good?
Yes.
Yeah. Today I put in the field of the story is deeper and different. I'm grateful. We're great. Thank you for inviting us. For sure, it's an honor, and personally, I'm very pleased, and I actually urged them to be around. I want to first, before we go into details, I want to request them to come in and introduce yourself before we go deeper. My name is Kaweku Douglas. I'm the team lead at MindLife. And MindLife is a therapy organization. We are addressing mental stigma and inaccessibility to professional mental health services using technology. So with your phone or your computer, you'll be able to talk to a therapist wherever you are, anytime, anywhere. You just create an account, schedule choose your therapist, clinical counselor, counseling psychologist, clinical counselor, any. At the available time, you have treatment. So that's basically about MindLife, and kindly, I need you to come in. Feel free, as always. Because this is, it goes back to the things we've been discussing over the past few days since I met them. And one way or another, it always comes out when you have such an engagement, and what someone recalls from what I've been sharing earlier cements back to them, and I feel so good. So that's why I also can be able to do this so that we get in it.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Teresa. I'm a student I study at Makerere University. I do psychology, and I am an intern at MindLife Limited.
She's Teresa, not Teresa. Okay, as I was doing this.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Amber Vanessa.
Amber.
Yes.
You can't hear you.
Yes, Amber.
I currently study psychology at Middlesex University in Mauritius.
Middlesex?
Yes.
I was born in Middlesex.
Did you say Mauritius?
Yes.
Who does me? We're trying to set up shop.
Oh, okay.
Good stuff, eh?
Yes.
Divine intervention, eh?
And then I'm interning at MindLife during my summer break.
So the internship is there are students, Makerere University, Middlesex from Mauritius. So for now I intern. So I just wanted to, you're going to remain or you're still going for your position? She's around. So they're going to be the ones I was sharing, they're going to be part of us. These are the interns, they work at the team. The rest couldn't make it, but yeah, thank you so much. Feel free. If you want a picture afterwards, you don't worry, sure. So before we go into the training, I would like firstly to appreciate Jasmine so much. Thank you so much for she's been connecting so much everything, and for you guys to be here. I'm glad to meet you. With what Uzazi is doing, I would like to share. When you shared something about the mothers, let me share this because you've already what you've shared the roadmap of what you want to do with MindLife, the roadmap. There's something we're actually working with partnering with Case Hospital to be their mental health service provider, and Dr. Miriam Apio, she's the chief medical director there. And when I went there and I was presenting MindLife for the first time to the board, to them about embracing therapy for that, because they don't have mental health services there. And if they have all these cases of mothers, not even just like mothers, because first she's a pediatrician, that's why I'm speaking on mothers. Then when she spoke, when I presented to her, then after we had the one-on-one, she was like, Can you believe I have a WhatsApp group of over 180 mothers, those who have just given birth, and from the issues of birth, from my child, all these things, you find the questions they're asking and you're wondering, if this WhatsApp group is not there, who's there to help these mothers? What you're asking. The gap is really huge. There's a lot of work needs to be done. But also on the roadmap, we're actually working on PBLE. It's going to be a platform whereby mothers get neonates, that is mothers from a pediatrician, 1 to 12, 18 years old children, right? 12 years. So that they can also get treatment, postpartum, all these things. So I'm looking at a good roadmap with what you've shared and what actually we're trying to discuss right now. So yeah, it's going to be great, but let's not go further into that. Before, I would like to introduce and invite our trainer, our speaker, our professional, our great person, our great lovely contact. And these are the ones. Yeah, so Joseph kindly is going to take us under stress management, and as we earlier shared, it's going to be more training. But in case there are any critical sharings that could be, those will not be recorded for confidentiality reasons. But basically, it's about that. So let me give the floor for the next 1 hour, and looking for the best afterwards. Thank you, sir.
It's now pleasure. Yeah. Good morning, sweethearts of the Most High God.
Amen. Wow.
You are the sweethearts of the Most High God. Not mine, not the others, not even your partners, but of who?
The Lord.
Because He created you in His own image. And so there is nothing less than that.
Sure.
Yeah. So, thank you so much. My name is.
Yes.
Yeah, when I hear that name, it rings a bell. Yeah, and so I'm called Joseph Musalo. I'm a counselling psychologist and a trained minister as well. And, yes. My experience. Anyway, I don't want to take much time because the time given to me. Another common name that I'm referred to is Uncle Joe Musalo. And how does that come about? I've been an author for so many articles in the newspaper. I had a column in the Daily Monitor. And I was responding to many issues. So they would send me those articles, rather those issues, and I would respond to them. And so the column was Ask Uncle Joe Musalo, the counselling psychologist. So that is it. You might have ever come across that. But also in the university where I was the university counselor for the last 11 years, we also had a column and it was the same title. Ask Uncle Joe Musalo, the counselling psychologist. Yeah, I was in UC for the last 11 years as the university counselor. And then also, I'm also a counselor for Friends Polyclinic in Uganda House, where the counselors, we have a firm called Adonai Counseling and Training Services.
You guys are so many things are connected.
Mauritius, we are going to open our main holdings in Mauritius. Adonai, tomorrow we are going to a place called Adonai Adventure Park.
So, the sovereign Lord. Our firm is called Adonai Counseling and Training Services, and I'm a co-founder, one of the director. So yesterday night I received a phone call from my colleague. By the way, I'm a family man. I'm married to a beautiful lady, Sarah Mirembe Musalo, and we have 9 children. Wow. Very cool children. Wow. Quite a number of grandchildren.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is that. I'm a retired person, but not tired. So I'm here, tired from those work, but I'm still active. I'm an active practicing psychologist, counselor. Yeah. So basically, yesterday I received a phone call from my boss, my colleague. I work with Dr. Grace Bikumbi. When I was at UC, I used to invite him to come and give talks, and so connections network. So when I left, he said, hey, Uncle Joe, you come and we work together. Sure. So yesterday he called me late at night, said, Uncle Joe, I want you to go and give a talk to these friends of ours. I said, what now? And I had some other commitments. So I was waiting for, at 10 I'm supposed to be going to another place. And at 9, I received a phone call, say, you are supposed to be with us. I said, no, but you didn't confirm to me. So friends will just, whatever I'm going to share with you. So I said now, because I think South Grace trusts me as a dangerous substitute. So I said, okay. So I asked him what exactly was going to say. He said stress management, the mothers of the working class and what have you. I said, okay. Then we go on there. For us as counselors, as me, I say, when I'm meeting my clients, I say that I always define counseling as a partnership between experts. So I look at my client as a fellow expert, because I cannot pretend that I know my client's problems better than he or she knows. So they are also experts. So I'm now dealing with fellow experts here. But okay. So when Douglas called me, asked him what exactly we're going to handle, and you know, when he minor before was talking about, when I say my, it's an endearing word. So I don't forget when I say my. And mama, yeah. And since she said she's from Luda, so that's why if I call her my, I think she's not offended. Someone might say, my, you are making me old. But she's such a sweet lady. Thank you so much for. Among a man of my, we have so many adopted children in our family. And I think one of my adopted daughters went through what you went, postpartum depression. You almost run mad. Almost run mad. So when you talk about such things, I already know what it is. You don't know, they must take out the child from you because you can harm the child. Well, mental health issues are very many. But because mental health, I think, was being kind of put under, you know. And when you talk about mental health issues, you know, first someone says, what are these mental health issues? But we start with fear, anxiety, stress, depression, grief, trauma, stigma, anger management, addictions of all kinds will shoot you into what? Mental health issues. Get it? And of course, relationships. Now that one gets you into what? It gets you into breaking educated. Yeah. Yeah, that is it. Heartbreaks and all that. So, I'm now talking about stress management. When my wife was talking here, I said, I wish I'd come here before. Maybe I would have prepared something in that area, you get it? But because what I was told was come and talk about stress management. But we are together, we can get time and do something together. So when you see that, how does that picture talk to you? A mother and a father, a husband and a wife.
We're happy.
They're happy.
Yeah, we're relaxing.
Yeah. So you can imagine when you are going through such a stressful time, what does one need? What does one need? You need support. Of what kind? You need support. You need support from, and the first person to give you that support is if you are a lady. But it doesn't mean that only women who go through stress. But even this gentleman, you and me, we can also get stressed. And so the person who will give you support is
A partner.
yes. So when you talk about stress, what runs into our minds? when talk about stress, what runs into our mind? Yes, man. Work.
Overwhelmed.
Work. Overwhelmed, yes.
About something.
Uzazi. Yes.
Pressure.
Pressure. Yes, ma'am. When talk about stress, what runs into your mind?
Too many things happening all at once to one person.
Stress. I feel bored. People who say they are going to do something and don't do it.
Wasn't giving me a reason.
Stress.
Yeah. What? I mean, this is a common word. You hear someone say, I am stressed.
Yeah.
I am stressed. You get it? Someone say, I am stressed. Am I wrong? You hear such statements.
Common.
What is stress? What is stressing you? Douglas, when you talk about stress, what runs into your mind?
When I'm overwhelmed.
You are
Being overwhelmed, yeah.
Okay.
Feeling over.
Okay. That's
Having
good.
a lot of thoughts.
Having a lot of thoughts.
There is WHO defines it this way. That stress is a state of worry or mental tension. That's according to the World Health Organization. The state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. They can call them situations. Difficult what? Situation. And stress is natural human response that prompts us to address challenges and threats in our lives. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way we respond to stress, however, makes a big difference in our overall well-being. I was sharing with Douglas. I belong to a platform of professional counselors, Uganda Counselling Session. So recently we got, there was a posting on the platform. There was a lady, and she could even be one of us as a counselor. But she was looking so sad, most likely depressed. And then someone forwards a statement. Actually, later on, I thought she was the one talking, but later on I discovered that she has just been forwarded. That one said, you people who want to commit suicide, mtuje kwa kajanja. Suicide is sin. You stand up and live your life. Get it? You cannot say, you know. Now say, yeah. So in the evening, at night actually, I received another message with the same photo, and that friend of mine was telling us that it is very bad, so and so has committed suicide. Did you see that? But the kind of statement that she received was more of, it was actually breaking her heart. And she committed suicide. I said, no. There are statements we call, you may think you are meaning well, but we call them well-meaning idiot statements. You get it?
Yes,
You might think what you are saying is going actually to save life, but actually it can be that bad. I was so shocked. I said, this was said, I read it, and now this person has committed suicide. And yet that person needed what? It could have been stress, could have been anxiety, could have been depression, could have been anything. You get it? So it's very, very important for us to be equipped with some of those skills that can help us to manage some of these mental health issues. You get it? Because actually, there are so many, and they can turn into something dangerous. Of this story, the woodcutter. Right. The strong woodcutter was determined to do his best at his job. On his first day of work, he cut down 18 trees for his boss with his axe. Get it?
Yes.
Congratulations, the boss told him. You get it? What happens? The woodcutter story. Motivated, the woodcutter tried harder the next day, but he could bring in only 15 what? Trees. Get it? The third day, he worked even harder and yet could bring in what? 110 trees. Day after day, he was bringing less and less trees. Went to his boss and apologized. So the boss asked him, when was the last time you sharpened your axe? The boss, sharpen? No, I had no time to sharpen the axe. I've been very busy trying to cut more trees. You get it?
Yeah.
Are you getting the logic behind it?
Yeah.
The gentleman could not do what? Could not actually have the time to do what?
Sharpen us.
Because he was busy doing what?
Cutting trees.
Does that apply to any of us?
Yes.
Sweetheart, does it apply to any of us?
True.
Sometimes we are too busy to sharpen what? Our axe. Okay. What is sharpening our axe is taking time to rest, is like sharpening our axe. It helps us become more effective in the long run. Okay. You can be too busy and you don't have time to rest. You get it? And then you go to you've been working very hard, you are a perfectionist, you are workaholic, you get it? And your boss or your team leader is happy about what you are. So the next time you go there, you are producing less and less. Yes, what is happening? Said, well, I don't know. Then, unfortunately, our bosses may never ask us whether have you taken any rest. Because for them, what they are up to is they want results. And especially if you get to, we have, I don't know you've had temperament about, have you heard of temperaments?
Yes.
Temperaments.
Yes.
Now if you have a choleric boss, yeah? That one is result oriented. You don't go there and tell him or her that I have not done this. Even when you have gone back and he has given you an assignment or she has given you an assignment, you go back and somehow it doesn't work out where it belongs. Because we all belong. Because these come from 4 generations down the road. And these are our great-great-grandparents keep depositing genes in the gene pool. So we are we are a product of that. See? Now you go to another one, the melancholy. Now these are the perfectionists. You get it? Go to melancholy, unless a counselor like me, and you tell him, sir, you are supposed to be talking to us, and even never he will tell you, but when did you plan this? For them, they are very structured. You don't just jump to a melancholy and ask him to do for you something. You must give him time ahead of, and then you reply. I was sharing with him this morning when he laughed. A friend of mine recently made a mistake. They said, Uncle Joe, you know, my poor planning does not constitute an emergency. My poor planning does not what? Constitute an emergency for you. If you're planning poorly, don't make it an emergency when you get it. That's what you meant. I said, wow. So I was just laughing it with Douglas. I said, Douglas, but you know, we are all poor planners anyway, so please bear with us. So the melancholies are very analytical, very structured, very systematic, and they are very romantic. Yes, very romantic. And then also, on the other hand, they are very critical. They have mood swings. A melancholy can keep a grudge for years, even the day you dated with her or him. 20 years down the road, a melancholy will remind you, remember what you did? They don't forgive easily. They don't forgive easily. See, they can keep grudges. So when you talk of stress, some of these things are stress factors because of our temperaments. You get it. You can imagine you keep grudge for all those years. What is happening to you? It's a stress factor. You get it. They are very critical for them, as we said. as the saying goes, that in every dark cloud, in every cloud is a dark, what a silver lining, every dark cloud. For them, they don't actually have a silver lining in the cloud. No. We'll still be in his or her own school, even when she's with you or with you. Then we have the sanguine. Now the sanguine is the opposite of the melancholy. Minus for thinking is the one. No, sanguine.
Just to this is another point. We were learning this yesterday. Another point of like alignment. Yes, we had someone take us through the different. We even did personality tests. Yesterday. So it's just so people know themselves. The melancholic is there getting angry. She's been discovered.
So now with the sanguines,
Self-awareness.
yes, self-awareness, for sure, self-awareness. For the sanguines, these are the, we call them life of the party. Very jovial, very excited, very happy, you know.
Very good.
They always they have vibe. They want to validate you all the time. See, and they talk a lot. They talk a lot to get it. Now, that's the positive about it. With the sanguine, if you have you have a certain arrangement or whatever, and you tell Douglas, today we have a party here. Are we going to say, after what he's going to ask you, what time? What time? For them, and not with the melancholy, no, what I'm saying, not with the melancholy, the opposite. The melancholy, you can't tell we have an arrangement. Can we together say no? You needed to have told me in advance.
True.
For them, they are structured that way. And they are good. They will really, when a sanguine comes here, let me say in a meeting or in a gathering, you all feel his or her presence. She's going to make you feel good, validate you, you know. Now they also have mood swings, but their mood swings don't last as long as what? As that of the melancholy. Yeah, melancholy keeps over. But a sanguine, he or she will quarrel with you there and there, and things are done. Actually, when you remind him or her, she has even forgotten. Those are the sanguines, you get it?
Yes.
Then, their weakness is in time management. When a sanguine is coming here for a meeting, and he or she finds a no G or a no B, or a friend, they will get a conversation. They will even ask, and then say, when I'm late, I'm supposed to.
But okay, let's first talk. Instead I go.
So that is, these are temperaments which all of us actually are parted with, and we are product of them because we come from 4 generations down the road. Now these are the result-oriented people, overconfident, go-getters. For them, they thrive out of what? Of challenges, the colleagues. And so, when you get to know this, so the colleagues, they are the CEOs. The CEOs. Yes, because they will drive anything. They will drive anything. They are not scared. If anything, actually, they are kind of encouraged by challenges. You get it? True. You see? But now their weakness is this. I'm just giving you briefs. Sure. Otherwise, I'm just giving you briefs. The weakness is one. One is that they are very sensitive to emotions. You can cry a bucket full of tears, you will never move what? A choleric. What he or she wants is results. That is it. Tom Gambio, it was your friend. That is it. They will use you to get what they want. Some of these are stress factors. Now you can imagine a sanguine and a melancholy becoming together as husband and wife. A melancholy is a perfectionist. A sanguine is all over.
It's easy, yeah.
A carpet like this at home, when a sanguine comes in, he will come with his shoes and a mat. But if the melancholy is the wife or the man, that's the stress factor. Get it? So, but well, unfortunately, sometimes they find them together because the melancholy is a loner, so you want somebody who can actually fire up, you get it, or fire up. Now, a sanguine is an all, and this time you want somebody who can manage him or whatever. So you find they have done what I do a lot of premarital counseling and postmarital counseling, so I know what to get it.
Yes, sir.
And the researcher uses animals to describe our temperament. For phlegmatics, he uses what? The giraffe. You know that long-necked diplomatic animal, that giraffe, we get it. And for melancholy, he uses the ant. And this small thing, the termite, which builds up that implement and get it. And for the sanguine, he uses the monkey or the peacock, because food. A lion, when it's an elephant, you just eat this is what? Food. Not what? Not the mass. Get it? That is it. So friends, I believe each one of us here should be able to find himself or herself. Our body is so precious. It does not give you only one. It's the dominant, the second, and the third. You can be choleric, dominant, and second flight. You can be correct dominant and second sanguine. You can be correct dominant and second melancholy. You can be melancholy dominant and second is sanguine. So you balance, get it, you balance. So even when you are becoming so critical, I said, this one is a human being. Why should I treat him or her? Who can read for us? Yes, please do.
Stress is like the stress which makes our axe dull. We need to know when it is dull so that we can keep sharpening our axe.
Yeah.
Because we are often overwhelmed by responsibilities like sleep deprivation, poor eating habits, failure to exercise, failure to stay in bed when ill, failure to make medical appointments for themselves.
So these are the common mistakes we make. You get it? Stress arises when individuals perceive that they cannot adequately cope with the demands being made on them or with threats to their well-being, according to that one. Get it? Yeah. Writing down. Now, is all stress bad? Friends, is all stress bad? No, it's me, please. Okay, I'm controlling to avoid stress. I must be an example. I must find a way of doing what? Of addressing some of those little stress factors.
Sure.
So it's me controlling.
Yes, sir.
So, but I ask, is all stress bad?
No.
Why do you say no?
I believe because some stress helps me push to a limit. Like it pushes me to a limit where I do things where ordinarily I wouldn't have been able to. Yesterday was a very good example, but I had to come through, and yeah, results were met in the end. Yeah.
Yes. And honest with I think that is all stress bad. It's manageable.
As long as it's results to some good changes and outcomes as results, then at some point it's important.
It is. Just like not all anger is bad. Yes. Right. Okay. So reasonable amount of stress is good. Get it. But when you go this way, it is what?
Bad.
By the way, stress kills. I have that. It kills. Stress kills.
Stress.
Yeah. Stress kills. This is okay, it's amount. But when you cross this and come this way, then you need help. You need help. It can teach you into something. And from from where you can actually transit into depression, and from depression you start seeing snakes when you are sleeping. You start seeing people chasing you. You start becoming paranoia. You see? And you start hating everyone. People are bewitching you. Kumbe actually you are moved away.
It's extreme.
So not all stress is what? Bad. But when you let it move this side, it is dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Mami, can you read for us? Yes.
If stress continues beyond our ability to cope, we get burnt out.
Yes.
Burnt out is characterized by exhaustion, depersonalization, and reduced feelings of personal accomplishment being used up.
That's it. So when the stress goes beyond, you experience what? Burnout. You're exhausted. You're nothing. And what that means? You are moving towards some level. So, these are the common sources of stress. What are the causes of stress?
Overworking.
What are the, according to us here, what are the causes of stress? I agree which one? Yes, ma'am?
When you have no time to rest or enjoy, so.
Okay, I would expect an answer from each one of us. Yes?
Poor planning.
Well, does not constitute an emergency. Yes, that's
Overworking, over pushing at the time where you're not supposed to.
yes, ma'am.
Maybe feeling lonely. Sometimes we have a helper whom we cannot see. That is the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Let us constitute all into our issues, then the stress will reduce.
Okay.
Complex work environment.
Mommy? Overwhelm? Yes.
Too much workload?
Too much workload. Okay, let me add on to your whatever. Let's add on to your whatever. Do we sometimes get guilty because of failure to rest? When you know that you need to rest, and maybe you have gone through the whole night not resting. Do you feel guilty?
Yes.
It can also be a stress factor. Mental fatigue, physical tiredness, abuse from clients, over-involvement with crisis problems, limited resources. I know, as business people, you have clients, you get it? And so sometimes you get involved. One good thing, what they told us during our training is that if you are my client, it should stop in the counseling room. When I get out, actually, I don't need to know you. Yes. Because that means, what means that you try to kind of make the relationship professional.
Yeah.
But often our clients will say, hey, Uncle Joe, or Uncle Douglas, you get it. But let him or her be the one, but not you to get there. Say, you know, this, and you know, counseling has been, it's been a rudimentary, it was started on a rudimentary note. So when you have a problem, and you are telling somebody that I'm going for counseling, what question is someone supposed like to ask you when I'm going for counseling? Yes?
What problem?
You have a problem. And yet, actually, counseling is preventive. Problems anyway to get it, but sometimes you don't realize. But because it was started in R80 by addressing the issue of HIV/AIDS. And so the cancers, the kind of cancers that were trained then were palliative cancers. People they would help you to die dignified what? Death. That is it. But it goes beyond. So it goes beyond. Because even today, people with the life-threatening sicknesses still live on. They're stressed, they're anxious. How do we help them? You get it?
True.
But they can even live on longer than you who is healthy. See? So that is it. So when you tell someone I'm going for counseling, they say, you have a problem. And yet actually out. When you have a problem, you are sharing with someone, saying, we're going to see a therapist. they don't want to go and see a therapist because they know what it means. You get it? And counseling out is very expensive. Here, when you tell somebody that a session of 45 minutes to 1 hour, you're going to pay 100, 150. I say, what? Only talking. Am I wrong, friends? Only talking. So they think only talking is a matter, and yet you're not just only talking, but also you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
You get it? That is it. So that is the limited. So we're talking about over-involvement with clients' problems. You are sorting this because when you get over-involved with the client's problem, that means you are going to carry them home as stress factors, and then you start stressing your people at home. You see, you start stressing your people at home. You get it? So that's why I had a friend who said, I have a mango tree in my compound. When I'm going to the office, I leave all my problems in a mango tree. When I go back home, I leave the problems there. I don't take them home. You get it? So then, limited resources, competing priorities, sufficient time for enjoyment. Who can read for us?
Causes continued.
Yes.
Rehearsals, interpersonal conflicts, marriage, divorce, being bullied.
Is marriage, divorce, can it be a stress factor?
Of course. Yes.
Huh?
I'm not married. Maybe she should answer because we are not married.
We're asking about this here. Interpersonal conflicts, marriage, divorce.
Yes.
Can it be a stress factor?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're two people with differing backgrounds, differing personalities,
temperaments,
etc., and you must coexist.
Exactly.
For the family units to stay together. So, yes.
That is it. Being bullied.
Bullied, sexual
What about sexual harassment?
Yes.
It is so frustrating.
Sure. And yet it can also be a stress reliever.
No, I'm not saying.
It's not harassment.
Not harassment per se. You get it?
Yes.
But the other one.
Yes.
Ladies, can we get together? Yes.
Gender imbalance.
Yes. No. So this one also, of course, when it comes to harassment, it's a stress word. But when it comes to a normal relationship, it is a stress reliever. You get it?
Yeah.
That is it. Then gender balance.
Financial problems, loans, fees, debts, fundraising, unpredictable events, loans, pregnancy, loans,
Pregnancy and the roads. One, that's why we have to respect the mothers, Douglas and other men here. Yeah, we have to respect the mothers. Sure. No, it's a foreign body that is coming into her. So there are many changes when she was talking about it. There are many changes. See, some of them are bed. I don't know, should I go to bed with? I'm not bedridden. But they are on bed for the 9 months. Yeah. And every child that comes with his or her own stress. True or lie?
True.
That is it. So as a father, as a husband, you must know how to support your partner because it's a stress factor. A friend of ours was sharing with us and said one time that when his wife delivered, before that, whenever I would come home, the wife would say, "Honey, can I give you a cup of tea?" Blah, 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 you get it. But after she had delivered, things started changing. We would come home and say, "Welcome." That is all. That was short cliche statements. "Welcome back," you get it. And then later on things started changing. They said, "Hey, what's happening?" So we would find out with the baby. So the guy said, "Now, I attempted this. So when I came home, I picked the baby and went with the baby. Then the first time then she stood up and went and made makeup. Then I started continuing to do that. I saw now she was actually lightening up. You get it? So when I never come home, I would pick the baby and play with the baby, and she would make for me. And then the other good one started coming back. Because why? Because the baby also was stressing her. But the husband maybe did not know how to help her. You get it? Because for us, when it's the mother, you know, the mother is it's like a multitask. She has the baby on the back, she's cooking, she's doing this, all those are stress factors. What for us as men we need to know, you get it?
Sure.
Yeah. So, workload, work,
underload,
goes
type
with
of work, being fired, being promoted or demoted, late payment, role ambiguity, role conflict, supervisory roles. 80% of outpatient visits may be related to stress, according to Roche, 1991. Linked to all leading physical causes of death, heart attack, heart diseases, cancer, stroke, according to Cohen, Janigi, Divats, and Miller, 2007.
Yeah, you can just wait.
Associated with development of most major mental health problems, depression, PTSD, pathological aging, affects fetal development and outcomes, predicts negative health behaviors and relapses, smoking, alcohol abuse, illicit substance abuse, sleeplessness.
So these are facts. What can stress do? These are facts, actually. Then, how people respond to lack of rest. We're talking about rest as one of the major things that can help us address stress. So when you don't rest, ill health, lack of energy, that's the physical. Emotional, anxious, worried, frustrated, hopeless, negative attitude. Spiritual, feeling of emptiness, loss of meaning, unforgiveness, doubt in God. Is that true? Yeah. Say, but it's God there, surely. I have prayed and prayed. How come the things are not working? Get it? Then behavior, irritable, sad and tearful, increased alcohol, drug use. And then cognitive, confused, poor concentration, poor time keeping. And then rational, socially withdrawn, lonely, mistrust, argumentativeness, inability to listen to others. See? So when we don't rest, that means when we are under the stress cover, this is what happens to us. Constant. And then reflection. What burdens do you carry daily? You also do reflection. What burdens? You list them down. See, we're now on tips for addressing stress. You list down burdens. What? Look at these mamas. They are coming from the garden. When they get home, they have to cook. And then other duties coming. You get it? You think they will survive stress?
No.
You see? For them, they are carrying this, but for the modern society, you might carry something else. Maybe you carry work home. You get it? You see? That's reflecting again. What do you carry daily? Your past experiences. You get it? Physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental. I talked of, I mentioned here that this temperament that keeps things for so many years. You get it?
Yes.
Huh? Which one is that? Perfectionist. Someone, even it could even be a husband, it could be even a parent, it could be a friend, you get it? Annoyed him or annoyed her many years back. But the person is what? Is still keeping past experiences, you get it? But past experience can be what you went through, emotional, spiritual, and mental. Past hurts, you get it? Trauma, stress from work, home, anxiety is about future, guilt and forgiveness from past, you get it? All these. So you reflect. The tip is reflection. You start listing them and say, but surely, is it right for me to keep this forever and ever? Can't I go on with this? You get it? That is it. All right. What are your strengths? You see how that lady is balancing. That means the Lord is what? Is light. If it was heavy, don't you think she would have made me down like this? She has, you see, she's carrying, and even there's a smile on her face. You see? So, what are your strengths? I can carry this one. I can manage this. I can talk. I can persuade. I can convince. I can harbor. You get it? True. That is it. Those are the strengths. You see? Then, again, we are under the same tip. What are your strengths? Compassion and kindness. You see those ladies. Faith in God, sense of humor, passionate, determined, resourceful, encouraging, resilient. Yeah. What's burnout? Physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. So prolonged stress will lead you to what? Burnout. That is, if you have failed to manage your stress, it will eventually lead to what? Burnout. It's a gradual process. It is the end edge of chronic process of deterioration. See? It's a gradual process. You never notice it unless you deal with it. So it's better to deal with your early stress than leave it for a long time, because it will eventually end into what? Burnout. It is traits. We talked about personal traits. Increase their vulnerability to burnout. Strong need to be needed. Always trying to fix situations. Can't say no.
Difficult to ask.
A flag will never say no. even as a win. You get it? Difficult. Got money.
Difficult in asking for help. Too high expectations of yourself and others.
Cholerics can do that.
Don't make time for activities they love. Don't take proper care of themselves. You need to please everybody, especially if it is for a good cause. It hurts too much to care.
You see the word good cause in quotes. There's some wins where because they don't want to annoy anybody. You get it? All the flags. So, see? Okay. All right.
Warning signs: emotional hopelessness, worthlessness, numbness, depression, frustrated, angry outbursts, mental loss of motivation, loss of concentration, forgetfulness, physical fatigue, loss of appetite, nightmares, headaches, falling sick often, behavioral loss of interest in work, social withdrawal, and deny burnouts.
So while people are usually aware of stress, they do not always notice when burnout
occurs.
So when you're experiencing burnout, this is what you expect. This is what you expect. Get it? What?
Elmo.
You can read it for us.
What makes you happy?
Have you seen that brother or sister?
Do you know that guy? Sesame Street. I know people who did watch Sesame Street. Mamani.
All right. Self-care.
Eat healthily. Sleep sufficiently.
These are tips, friends. You note them.
Exercise regularly. Take breaks and enjoy your hobbies. Listen to music, you guys. Hey, talk to your family and friends.
Now relaxation care, techniques.
Relaxation techniques.
Yes.
Breathing exercises.
Good.
Visualize.
Stop there, man. Can all of us sit like this proper and not sitting by sit with your feet firm on the ground. Firm on the ground. Your feet firm on the ground. I'm going to count 1 up to 3, and you breathe in and hold. Now I count 1 up to 10 and you breathe out. Yes. Okay, please. Each one of us will do this, because these are tips also you can teach your friends, your business, or a partner, wherever you get it. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Some are cheating. The last one. 1, 2, 3, breathing. Breathing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. How do you feel?
It's different.
Yeah.
How do you feel? It's better. Like, this is something you can do at home, on your own. And you can even pass on it to your people at home, friends, get it. That's what we mean by breathing exercise. Visualization, you look at the things. And then affirming yourself, say, I can make it. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I am great. You get it?
And sometimes, oh my God! It's so much.
But it's something which should not take you. Huh? It take time. You get it?
Because
yeah. If you know you are a gift person, you know we have what? We have five love primary love primary languages. Get it? We have words of affirmation, we have quality time, we have gifts, we have acts of service, and we have what? Physical touch. You get it? Now, if your love language is gifts, and you know if they don't buy a gift, buy for yourself a gift.
Someone asked me where I would put food in love language.
If your love language is words of affirmation, that means someone has to affirm you, someone has to say you are whatever. No, affirm yourself. Yeah. Say I'm great. Yeah. I'm a great mother. Huh? I'm so, you get it? That is it. Yeah. Then humor and laughter. That is it. Say laughing is also expressed very well. You can laugh. Go to the room and laugh, and look yourself in the mirror and laugh at yourself. Then journaling is very important. You write down, get a notebook, and be writing some of those areas, strengths and weaknesses, things that make you angry, things that can take away your peace. Put them down. Music. I used to be a musician, but
example.
I'm very goodness. I left musician. I used to have the best disco in Uganda.
Wow, what was it called?
Afro disco.
Afro disco was
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
My mom has been there.
Yeah. I used to have the best disco. But when I changed my life, I gave some of the machine the church and got a few. Some people say, but we'd have started recording gospel music. I said, well. So that is it. But music can be a soothing and a very encouraging, depending on what type of music anyway. Yeah, sure. All right. We have done that one. I see. You can even sit on the chair just like we're doing. And then in comfortable chair, feet, whatever, you may close your eyes, let your hands rest. And then that's still about the breathing exercise, inhaling and all that. Then relaxation breathing exercise still. Affirmation. I'm loved. Conditionally, unconditionally I love. Unconditional love is unconditional. Some of the things. Affirmation replaces bad memories with supportive ones. Affirmations are positive statements designed to combat negative thinking. Yes, that's very important. I am beautiful. Inside and out. Yes. I welcome change as it is an opportunity to grow and learn. I am grateful for that I have all that I am and all that is. Now that is affirmation. Get it? So we will write down many affirmations of yourself as you can and place it somewhere. Without sharpening of our axe. And with that, I say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have any questions?
Yeah, I guess this is any questions. Yeah, no, so any questions starting from? Yes.
If you have any question, yes.
Is that no question?
So I have a question. Where can you be found if someone wants to have sort of like a personal counseling?
One-on-one. Yes, I give my business card. I have an office in Itila, my residence, behind Capital Shoppers. At the same time, at Uganda House. When you go to French Polyclinic, you know French Polyclinic? Or Uganda House, right?
Uganda House, yes.
Dr. Karwanga's the KFM radio doctor. You ask for cancer, they will get in touch with me. I'm there, we are their counselor. But in Tila here.
I can share with them the contacts too, right?
I think I have business card.
Yeah, cool.
Another question?
Which type of music were you doing?
Okay. Music, you can use art for therapy. I think that's also something she was sharing on. We're grateful. This is just a vote of thanks. I'm just assuming. Not only. Yeah, man. Just assuming because yeah. So just wanted to thank you for the audience. And also I think at this point, I think we'll request just a group pic, then we can leave you for the next session. Is that right?
For me, I can just say, yeah, thank you so much.
Definitely.
On behalf of Uzazi. Yeah, we are so grateful. We are so privileged to have you here today. Thank you for coming and telling us and insisting to rest. So when I am there, yesterday you guys called me what? Tough teaching. When I'm tough battling people to go and rest, I'll remind them, you guys, remember, Joseph told us we have to go and rest. Yes, go and sharpen your axe. Yeah, I will say it with confidence and be like, hey, I can't sharpen the axe. You come back and do it tomorrow.
That's true.
Next, or in August. So thank you so much for giving us even the breathing tools. Now I know that I have to count up to 10 to breathe out as if I'm swimming. Because you have to hold your breath underwater. So it reminds me, it has also reminded us to go and do our favorite things. Maybe it will inspire some activities for tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. We are so grateful and we've learned a lot today.
My choleric lion era.
So anything about the experience, just
Like what happened, like 1 minute.
Generally, the session has been of good help to me. Personally, I've been battling with burnouts of late, so it has helped me cope with them. So I'm looking at giving myself more time and taking some break-offs so that I can repower and bounce back to work. So it has been a great experience overall.
Hi everyone, I'm Joanne Nakagoro from UzaziHub.com. Today we've had fun and at the same time a study session about our life with what?
Mind life.
With Mind Life. Actually, Mr. Joe, Uncle Joe, right? He has made our day. It has been fun. We've learned a lot. Actually, me myself, I've been asking myself why I'm never on time. He has taught me my character and where I fall. So it has been a lot. You've done us well, and we shall be glad to meet you again.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank Mind Life so much for agreeing to come and be a part of this awesome session. At UzaziHub.com, we really believe in mental health and we really value the mental health of our people and of ourselves. So it's been amazing. This is just the beginning of our collaborations with Mind Life. We look forward to having even more interactive sessions, not only with our team but also with the mothers. We have two groups of people who we focus on: the sellers of maternity and baby products. As business people, they also have issues that require mental health awareness, and then as mothers, walking through that journey from conception up to your baby beginning to be independent. You need some mental health support along that way. So this is just so all in all, we look forward to fruitful collaborations between uzazihub.com, not just our staff, but also the people we interact with and Mind Life. And I'll let Douglas say more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Today's been a great engagement, mental training on stress management at Uzazi Uganda Limited. And it's been an honor, and we're looking forward to more and strong collaborations, not only just to the staff of Uzazi, but as well as to the beneficiaries or the mothers that they're actually addressing. Next time, see you. Ciao.